RadioColusa.com.
It's time for a raffle. The What's in That Yeti Crew is joined with friends of the Colusa County Animal Shelter members Chris Jacobs and Pam Dagrossa, and the county's newest animal control officer, Jenna Lambgino. Who won the raffle? You'll find that out and more on this week's episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, be prepared to be entertained. It's time for What's in That Yeti.
This is a place for crazy people.
With Danielle, Melissa, and Lloyd.
It's groundbreaking.
And the pee and the punk and the silk.
Taking you shopping tomorrow, Mama.
Change the subject.
Why?
Let's gather around, fill those Yetis up, and let's have a good time.
It is summer.
Yay!
Everything's sweating.
Yes. Well, 110 degrees over the last weekend and 110 this next weekend.
Oh gosh.
I mean,
like
what are we going to do?
I don't know. We need to sacrifice something.
Sacrifice something.
Yeah, the gods are not appeased.
Well, hello. I'm just so excited. We have people here.
Oh, we do. We have new people here.
Yes, sometimes we're not allowed to have
Jenna.
people.
No, but you guys are on your best behavior lately. So.
We kind of are.
Yeah.
We're going to try.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, on this week's episode, we have members from the Friends of the Colusa County Animal Shelter, Focus,
Yay!
and the members from the Colusa County Animal Shelter. And so tonight's episode is where we're going to raffle our
Prizes! Yay! Do we have a sound machine in that?
I like an
I'll edit it in later. So
Okay.
we'll pretend like it's there and I'll dub that all in later.
Okay. But yeah, we got the whole raffle thing going on. They got a dog bed. We got the cooler, some dog bowls, or a dog bowl, the tumblers.
But the best part is we've raised some money.
Yes.
How much have we raised? Do we know?
We do.
Am I jumping the gun?
You are.
I'm so
Sorry.
excited that
But
we gave things to the animals instead of people.
Well, you think I haven't done a show before when I'm dropping papers and we can't get the show going. And
Get it
Come on,
together,
get
Lloyd.
it together.
I'm ready for a vacation.
Okay.
Remember the last time
Do you
he went
take
on a vacation?
I
Oh,
will.
yeah. He went
was
to
in
El
Speedo.
Salvador.
Yeah, in the Speedo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have to talk about that again?
Sight to be seen.
Still waiting for pictures.
Never to be seen. Never to be seen. Have to get Jeffrey back on, I guess.
Yeah,
He
Jeffy.
was great.
All right. So for the Cause for a Pause raffle that the What's in the Yeti podcast did. So what was it? 3 months since April?
Yeah.
I believe we started it. So the prize package that we're giving away is a 1 Yeti Hopper Flip 12 cooler. So it's one of those soft, I guess you call them soft walled coolers.
Perfect
Holds
for floating.
about 12 cans of beer. I think it holds 24, but you never know. You can stuff it full.
You can make it fit.
Then you get 2 of the ice gel packs. They're the 2 pounds, so it can help keep your stuff cool. You'll get 2 Yeti rumblers. They're 20 ounce a piece. 1 Yeti stainless steel 8-cup pet bowl. So your dog gets to be special and get a Yeti bowl. However, if you don't have a dog or don't have a cat and you win this, I have heard that a particular person
cereal.
Not only cereal, but she was like, this would be a great bowl to keep stuff warm when you take it to like potlucks and stuff. Although I think if people know that's a dog bowl, they probably won't want to use it.
A nice dip.
Like, no, thank you. And then you get the plush Yeti, 20-inch, and a dog leash. Now, the dog leash is something special. Pam, can you give a little background on that? And so you are, what is your title? It's changed recently.
It has changed. My current title is Literacy Program Coordinator at the Colusa County Free Library.
Yeah, reading.
But up until 2 Saturdays ago, I was an animal control officer at the Colusa County
that's
Animal
why we have you on here.
But now I'm full-time Focus.
Yay. That's
Focus.
great.
I'm trying my hardest over here not to say it.
I know.
I'm trying. I'm trying so hard.
Keep on your behavior.
I'm like biting my lip. I'm off.
So this dog leash, we are selling them here in our office as well. But what are they?
So the dog leashes and seatbelt clips for your dog, some of them leashes that have a seatbelt clip with them, are made of the, what's that camping rope called?
Oh, paracord?
Paracord. So they're extra strong. They have 4 strands, so they're strong even for big dogs. And we've made them at the animal shelter. Both some of our officers and our inmate helpers that sometimes come out from the jail to help us have been busy making dog leashes and seatbelt clips so that we can raise money for the shelter, for Focus to help us take care of the animals.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So wonderful.
They come in all kinds of different sizes and different configurations. Like there's one that you can, it's a seatbelt clip, and then you can add to it and it becomes a regular leash, or one that has one built in. They have all kinds of neat configurations with them.
That one's
they're pretty cool.
The one here too is really neat. It's black and blue. So
yeah,
it's like
it matches
really
everything. Kind of goes with that theme.
And I tell you, the one I have, it is my go-to leash at home. When I grab a leash, that's the one I'm trying for.
It's sturdy. It's going to hold back a real nice sturdy animal too. So
And you can get them here.
You can get them at the Pioneer Review Arts in the Mercantile. Yep.
How much are they?
There are various different prices.
Depending on...
They're around, I don't want to give the wrong price. They're somewhere between 20 and 30 or 35, depending on how many pieces there are to it.
Yeah.
Well,
and
I think a little smaller leash is only like 15.
Yeah.
Well, that's reasonable.
All the money goes to Friends of Colusa County Animal Shelter to benefit the animals.
And you get a unique and versatile, because, if you're stuck out in the wild and you need something to tie up or whatever, you can use the paracord.
I did that once.
Oh, you did?
I did. I took one of our shelter dogs hiking, and my husband, Leslie Poland, took a tumble down the side of the hill.
Oh, no.
And I couldn't reach him, so I took the leash off the dog and tossed him the dog leash and pulled him up with it.
Wow.
Poor Leslie.
As you can tell, we're not really concerned with Leslie. It's more about the dog leash. Danielle over here is ready to cry.
Oh my God. Poor guy.
It could save a life.
Yeah. He's really cool. We're on the tree commission
incredible.
together.
Yes.
And then
He is cool.
also on the show, we have Jenna Lambgino.
Yes.
She is a newest animal control officer.
Yay.
I am.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
And she's cool.
Thank you.
Yes.
And then also we have Chris Jacobs from Focus. You are the president.
I am.
Yay!
Chris is the president and the heart of Focus.
Yeah. You've been doing this for how long?
10 years.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
Wow.
What a dedication to animals.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I've been rescuing animals for probably all my life. Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty
Takes a big heart.
I'd like to hear a little bit about how Focus came about.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
That's a Courtney thing, isn't it?
Well, sort of. You can go to the Focus website. No, Focus was started by a couple of women back. I'm trying to remember when. Maybe about. Well, it was shortly after Courtney started working at Animal Control, so nearly 20 years ago. And it was started because our animal shelter, quite frankly, was just in really poor shape and lacked a lot of basic
needs for those animals.
Basic tools and things to take care of the animals. So they started to raise the money that the county wouldn't provide. And Focus really is still doing that. Focus provides for things that the county doesn't. We're not double budgeting. When the county does not budget for vaccines or medicines, Focus will get them, or transporting our animals to other rescues or for medical care, or in most cases, the medical care itself. That's Focus. So Focus really steps up and allows us to provide adequate care for our animals.
So roughly about how many animals do you guys service a year? Because I know the last time I talked with you it was a large number.
Yeah, and I guess the number of animals that pass through the door, if I can remember, the stats are available if anybody needs them. But it's about, I want to say for dogs, it was like 500 dogs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I got my dog
more cats
through them. I got my dog through them. Yeah. And then my 2 cats.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're my cemetery cats, actually. They have a dog house that they sleep in.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
That's right. How are they doing? I think you mentioned them before.
I was really kind of scared at first because they're white. And I wasn't sure if they were going to get picked off by the hawks and the eagles that are out there because they were tiny.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. And no, they just go right up next to the headstone and then stay still. And they act like they're part of like the headstone and they move right along. They got it going on and they're good little hunters now.
Cemetery kitties.
They're boys.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Boys, brothers.
Yeah, they're brothers and they both live in a doghouse.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Focus came about to help the animal shelter. What are some of the things that you've helped with the animal shelter over the years?
Well, we did the concrete.
Oh, specific things. Yes. All the concrete out back, prior to Focus putting that in, it was dirt, soil, and that is not a safe environment for dogs because viruses like parvo can live in the soil. So it is impossible to sanitize soil. So the cement exteriors were really important. Focus has put in several kennels.
The kennels, yeah.
Has purchased a number of maybe things,
washer and dryer.
Washer and dryer. I was going to say appliance things that we can't get through the county budget or don't have the budget for. Focus has stepped up for that. It purchases all the vaccines for the shelter that have ever been
and
purchased.
that's huge. That's a tremendous amount of money. Yeah.
But it's the only way to keep animals really safe when they're in a dense population like that. So it's really essential. Other things focuses tools like grooming tools that we need to remove mats on animals and things like that. Generally, it's when we need them, we need them now. So Focus is able to step in and do that for us.
Yeah.
so how many people actually are
In Focus.
in Focus? Yeah, thank you.
Well,
Let's say they're all could fit at this tape. No. Yeah, it's not a membership organization. So the number really.
there's you and I.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And Courtney.
And Courtney.
And Jenna.
Gail.
And Gail. And Robbie. I mean, Robbie
but we have
has
a lot.
helped.
But what we do is we coordinate other volunteers that help support us. So we don't really stay there, but they're volunteering for Focus to transport. And that we probably got about maybe 8 or so transporters that we use regularly.
To be just me.
Yeah. We're trying to relieve Chris of
it was just me.
the burden.
But now we have more that are just they're wonderful.
They're awesome. We get some appointments to get, someone offers us appointments to get animals fixed, and we go down our list, and somebody always comes forward. Our drivers are amazing. Yeah, they're great.
So are you the ones, I know I adopted a cat a few years ago, and they called me and said, we can take your cat to Davis and give him the works, basically, because you adopted your cat here. Is that you guys that are facilitating?
Yes. Yeah, so it's Focus and the Colusa County Animal Shelter. It's really officially it's incredible. The Colusa County Animal Shelter, and the Davis has a shelter program. It's only for shelters and shelter animals, so animals that have passed through our shelter. It's not a program open to the general public.
Yeah,
but. When they offer us something, we try to take full advantage of it. And we have a wonderful relationship with them. They're very supportive of shelters.
That can get incredibly expensive. And, so many people want pets, and then they, if they don't have the money, they let certain things slide and they don't take care of it.
And that's why we have so many at the shelter.
Yes. That's why, true.
What are some of the items that can be donated that you would want? Or can you donate items to the shelter?
Oh, absolutely. Always welcome towels are one thing. When people's towels get old and you're debating getting new ones, go ahead and get the new ones and give the shelter your old ones. We go through a lot of towels at the shelter because they're good for bedding, they're good for cleanup, they're good for grooming, they're good for so many things. We also take blankets, although we really prefer the kind that dogs can't shred up into big fluff balls. Afghans are not the best choice in the shelter. They're great at home.
String everywhere.
And it gets really dangerous too if they ingest it.
Sleeping bags are another one that they love to chew up.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
all sorts of fuzzies in there.
Everywhere.
Dog toys. Cat toys are great, whether they're purchased or there's lots of ideas online for making them. So creating enrichment activities for the animals at the shelter is really valuable. The shelter will accept food, although it prefers higher quality food, in particular for small bites for little dogs and puppy, like more specialty foods is where we tend to run short. So those, and the reason that we say higher quality ones is not to be snotty, although, only the best for our animals.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's because some of the less expensive foods, and I won't name any brands, but have a lot of dyes in them.
Oh, yeah.
And many dogs are sensitive to dyes. And if we put a food out there that has red dye or green dye in it, we can have half the shelter with diarrhea.
Oh,
and
God.
it's
And then
horrible.
you are volunteering to come clean it up.
Well, my
Thanks for
dog
the
that I
food.
adopted, Fiona, she has to have that for health dog food that you get over at Tractor Supply, because if you get her the big ones, she eats so fast it gets stuck in her throat.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then she goes and drinks water, and then it just all comes back up.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't want to eat.
That's a nice visual on that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And
Thank you so much.
I'm like, oh, poor dog. And then what a wasted amount of food,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, so higher quality dry foods. Canned foods are okay. We'll go through them. We don't regularly feed them, but we do need them for some animals. Cat food can always use even cans, because we use a lot of canned cat food to trap animals too. If we're trying to catch something that's running loose, it's fishy canned cat food is what usually works for that. And then flea medicines, particularly flea medicines that contain the ingredient fipronil. That's our preferred one. So Frontline's one of those, but Frontline's generic now. So you can get it Walmart, Target, other places. If you see it on sale and you want to do something, it's a little pricier, but we go through that pretty frequently.
Makes a huge difference.
Yeah, and then of course, cash is wonderful. Donations,
Cash
because
is
then
king.
we can direct the money where it's needed most at the time.
Yeah.
And you figure even if you just make a $5 donation, you just pay for the vaccination for one dog, which is great.
That's
Wow.
really awesome.
That's incredible.
That's $5. $5.
Yeah,
I know. It's really
Can
a little
protect the
bit
dog.
goes a long way. Do you also facilitate like fostering and stuff, or is that mainly through animal control?
Yeah, so animal control actually has no fostering program at the moment. Focus will sometimes transfer animals to Focus for certain individuals to foster, and kittens we'll allow kittens to go because they're not very high risk. So if anybody wants to bottle feed kittens, and that requires waking up at least twice in the middle of the night to feed them. They need to be fed every 4 hours.
I would do that every day.
But people can come forward and volunteer that, or small kittens. We are willing to place them with members of the public because they're pretty safe. Dogs are another issue. We tend to stick to transferring them to rescues or the more experienced of us helping with some of the more special cases, I guess.
Okay. And I saw you have a Facebook page too. Is that right? I think every now and then I see something pop up, and usually it's like a litter of kittens, and I want them.
Yes. I've taken over some of those Facebook kind of activity, or the majority of it actually. So I try to post things that will help promote, adopting out animals, or if we found a dog, that's a really great way to share that with people very quickly. And sometimes that helps us get the word out a little bit faster
so that they can come and pick them up.
Yeah, because that's our big goal is return dogs to owners. That's a huge goal of ours. So, but yeah. And then every Saturday, I'm going to be posting Catter Day kind of celebration. So be on the lookout for cute kittens and cats.
Good Day Sacramento. Remember when they did Catter Day?
Yes.
Saturday.
I'm on my way to being full on cat lady.
She's going to end up being the cat lady.
Trying to go that way.
We're having a hard time.
We've
at
got
my
a
house.
list of people like you.
We really
Jenna's
want
keeping it. Not to adopt.
No. I should be on the tickler file. Like, okay, it's been a couple of years and she's only adopted like 10. Like, we could probably get her for a couple more.
Isn't your last name Kids?
Yes.
Like, that's literally like, it's kind of,
I'm
in your
flagged.
fate already.
I'm flagged.
Yeah.
I know. I have a problem.
She has kids. Yep.
And just like animals a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So how much money did we end up collecting for this with the raffle?
Again, this is for the Yeti raffle we did. I forgot to mention, you're also getting an awesome dog bed that goes along with this. It's called it's a plushy dog bed, and it's
a fluffy
amazing.
nest.
Oh, it's
it is
wonderful.
amazing.
It's beautiful.
My
It's
dog
very soft.
absolutely, I have one just for her, and she loved it. And it's okay, someone else's dog is going to like it too. So I've got two at the same time. With our raffle, we had 400 tickets to sell. We sold all 400 tickets for the amount of $2,000. I mean, with using that math, you said it was $5 for vaccinations, roughly. That can
Vaccinations for everyone.
Yay! You get a vaccination.
vaccination.
So we would like to thank everybody who bought raffle tickets and donated, because there was a couple people who donated some cash who didn't want to buy tickets. We still put their names on them, so they got into the drawing. Thank you much for everyone. Thank you for anyone who sold tickets. I heard you guys had a couple of volunteers that were out selling tickets, and we should probably draw the names.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my gosh.
Excited.
All right, so
I'm excited.
So I think we need to make this a regular thing too. I think that's all we should do is raise money for the babies.
So when we get ready to do this drawing, so who wants to draw out the name?
I think let's let Jenna, the new one, the newbie.
It's initiation.
Yeah.
Just don't screw it up.
Yeah.
If you mess up, you're going down.
I did.
All right,
you're fired. You're gonna have to go work for DHHS.
We have it.
That's it.
I'm gonna have a video here, so that way there's proof. It'll go up on our social media. So, all right, I got the video started.
I need to do a quick shout out to Eliana.
What did Eliana do?
She's just my homegirl.
She just wants a shout out.
She's my home chicken.
She's in our studio audience.
Yeah, she's actually spectating at the moment.
Oh.
We have our ticket bowl of 400. I'm mixing them up here, trying to do. So Danielle, can you mix them up?
Yes, I can.
That looks like the bowl you used for like giving away Halloween candy.
Wow, this is awesome.
Trick or treat.
It's the trick or treat bowl.
It's the trick or treat
better
bowl.
than a popcorn bowl.
We gotta get this out of the way here
I
for a
would
minute.
fill that up with popcorn.
This is like I could eat a whole
the
thing
pressure.
of potato
I
salad.
can't handle it.
And she's
That's a lot of little tickets here, and we want to make sure we get them all.
Everybody who bought a ticket,
Absolutely.
we are
Cool
supporting
thing.
our animals.
So I'm pretty sure you guys are just going to Vegas, right?
Absolutely.
Time for that
we
vacation.
can double this money.
All right,
All right, Jenna.
close your eyes.
Close your eyes and
pick
draw
the
out the
winner.
lucky winner.
God. Okay. We have Nancy Nouse? N-O-U-S?
Nancy Noakes?
Nancy Noakes.
Nancy Noakes.
There
Nancy
we go.
Noakes.
Yay, Nancy.
All right, Nancy.
Yeah, Nancy Noakes.
Nancy's the big
Nancy.
winner.
Yay, Nancy.
Thank you, Nancy Noakes, and we'll be in contact with you soon.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Nancy
Wonder
is
if there's any more Nancy.
a lucky dog.
Yeah.
She is a lucky dog. Everybody else are winners in the eyes of our puppies and kittens.
Oh, yes.
So is our
Absolutely.
community. Vaccinated animals are much better than ones that can come up and scratch you and give you that. What's that thing that old Yeller had?
Rabies.
Actually, rabies is not a thing of the past.
Yeah.
There have been recent articles. Yes, some of the animals that have been brought in to be rescued, to be adopted, have had it. So it's out there.
How often? Is it prevalent?
No,
or
but
just
it's highly
randomly?
contagious. This is why we vaccinate and license dogs, so we can make sure they're vaccinated to keep everybody safe.
Is it animal control that does the clinics every now and then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once a year.
Yes.
Is it once a year?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to be once a year, but COVID interfered with that.
Yes.
So we were not able to do it last year. There's Courtney and Jenna are still trying to work out how to get that done this year in a way that's safe for everybody.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That is such a wonderful program. I
It
love
is.
that.
Yeah. We team up with the local
Make it
vet,
easy.
and he vaccinates the animals, and then people can purchase their licenses, and you can get a 1-year license with a 1-year rabies vaccination or a 3-year license with a 3-year rabies vaccination.
That's
so
great.
It's a deal. It's
and
great.
it doesn't cost that much.
It really doesn't. And then we don't bother you for 3 years.
Exactly.
So vaccinate your animals.
Yes, absolutely.
And spay and neuter.
Oh, yeah. Please.
Please. I know. I feel like this time of year, I see
Kittens everywhere.
Kittens in the gutters.
It is kitten
everywhere.
season. It was a little bit later this year
then
than
it
normal,
bloomed.
but it hit hard. Yeah. So this is the time when they're out there.
Lots of little kitties everywhere.
What is kitten season? Like, how long is it? If I were to want one.
It
Or
starts.
two.
Oh, my goodness.
If you were to, kittens will breed. I mean, cats will breed year
Like
round.
all year.
It doesn't
Yeah.
stop them, but the peak.
But this is hot.
But the peak,
this is hot right
when
now.
they're like getting to be 6 to 8 weeks old, normally hits in June. It hit towards the end of June this year, and then it'll taper off down to September or October, and then it kind of peters down, and then we just get some here and there. But I don't know how many kittens Jenna's put up on petfinder.com
So
where all our available
kittens.
animals
Well,
are listed.
you have one
It's a
named
lot.
Palmer that has 6 toes that I'm really trying to get Melissa to take home because, you know, he's named after Arnold Palmer, and he has like the 6 toes.
And
it's the perfect pun. He has like a little hand. He has palms.
Yeah,
I know. And it's a delicious beverage.
It is.
Her fiance would just love this little kitten to death.
Yes.
Yes.
You
Well,
would.
we will talk about it for sure. You
Right
trust
before
me. You
you-
haven't seen the last of me.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm glad.
I don't know. I just
What Melissa doesn't know is the cat sitting outside in a crate ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you had it there,
With
she
a
would be
bow?
taking it home.
Yeah.
Is there a
She
bow like Alexis?
Sure. Yeah, big old bow on there.
No, absolutely. If you just held out a kitten, I would just like take it and go.
I could have brought kittens in my pockets to this and just pulled. Okay,
You could have.
missed opportunity.
Really,
for
I'm
next
just a
time.
big walking target. If you need to get a home for a
You
kitten.
could just toss them at you and then cling and then just take them home.
I
I think you should call her tomorrow and just show up at her office with it.
Kitten
There you
cart.
go.
Like the ice cream guy.
Just be like, I just decided to take him for a walk. Just wanted you to let you see who he was.
Palmer! Oh no, Palmer! Don't run in there! Oh, I'm so sorry. He just darted in here. Oh no. Yeah, we can make that happen.
Palmer. I'm a sucker.
I've done that to people with dogs before.
Yeah.
But I know someone's a sucker for a dog.
Yeah.
Like, oh no,
look at the
he
dog I'm
just really
taking
likes
care
your
of.
car.
Yes.
Yeah. I have 3 dogs and I've been cut off of the dogs, but we only have 1 cat.
That's kind of an imbalance.
I know.
It is.
That's what I feel like there's like a couple siblings that need me a little bit.
I have 2 very jealous dogs, so I couldn't. There's no way that I could add them to the household because they would get even more jealous. So, because I almost took that one dog that you had. I fell in love with her. What was her name?
Was it Monica or Bree?
Bree.
Bree was a beautiful pit bull.
Bree.
Bree was a sweet dog.
Unbelievable.
And it was like, no, I have to let her go. I can't do this. I can't do this.
That's a great name for a pit bull
It
too.
is, too.
Bree.
Bree came with me to the paper sometime.
Yeah.
She was well behaved.
She was wonderful. She
Yeah.
really was.
Kermie was adopted and everything
Kermie
too.
was a long
time
Yeah.
ago.
Oh my gosh, Kermit's a long time ago.
Famous dog here.
Yeah. He's the Colusa fame.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
He
who's
was-
Kermit?
Kermit the dog.
Back up.
Jenny's dog.
Jenny's dog?
I don't know Jenny's dog.
He looks like a pocket pit.
Oh.
Yeah, but
I
he's
haven't
a
met
Staffordshire
Kermit.
Bull Terrier. If I didn't say that, then Jenny would be like, whoa, Danielle. He's not a pocket pit.
So does the animal shelter or Focus have any events coming up that people might be interested in?
Oh, are you guys doing Poptoberfest this year?
Oktoberfest is in the works.
I
Could we do
love
a What's in That Yeti at the
Poptoberfest.
beer garden at Poptoberfest?
Can we do a live broadcast?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh my God, that would be fun.
Wouldn't it?
Okay, we're doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is tentatively, we're looking at Halloween again.
Okay.
That was really fun.
Dog
I
costume.
love it. Dog costumes are the greatest. My dog's mean,
On
so I had to
Halloween
drive
Day
her by.
or
I think so.
the weekend of Halloween? Because Halloween is on a Sunday.
I still think I'll say the weekend of because I can't recall what we've been talking about.
Like the
We'll
29th
talk
or
about it more
30th.
as it comes up closer.
Yeah, Molly Conrado voluntarily
awesome.
coordinates Poptoberfest, and I give her a little assistance on that. So we're
Get her on
working
here.
out what's going to. We're hoping to include both something similar to what we did that last year because it was COVID, but 2 years ago it was just a small event at the park. Not the big event the year before, but it was a walk up.
Okay.
But then we're also hoping to maybe have some kind of beer garden type event.
Yeah, we need to
too
go get a hold
for
of
adults.
farmers. Be like, it's for the dogs. It's not for
Farmers,
children.
grindstone,
Okay.
So we're
get all those
working
around.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Booze
Anyway.
and dogs. Come on.
I mean,
Ooh,
what
yeah,
better
that's
Can't
thing?
go wrong.
That's a good title.
And they had
Booze
the
and dogs.
Booze and
photo
dogs.
booth. I remember the photo booth. I've only been to one Poptober.
That was the first
That
one.
was so
It was
fun,
so
though.
Yeah.
huge.
But
It was a
even
good
the
turnout.
second year, because we had to do it smaller,
It was smaller, but we still had all the vendors.
and we raised just as much
Yes.
money.
Oh,
It was a
wow.
smaller
Oh, wow.
event.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It was
that's why
great.
we're looking at splitting 2 different things, doing a small one where anybody can come, and even if they don't have much time, they can pop in and bring their dog in costume, and then something more relaxing
where everybody could sit around. We need music. Yeah, we need to go find music.
Well, we can be the MC and entertainment for that day.
There we go. We'll just sit up there and announce everybody. Look at that handsome young man over there strutting over. That's a Skipper Key if I ever seen one.
Ooh,
Something like that.
Show.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Costume in the form of a fashion show
We
with
can
a runway.
So be the runway announcers.
I would love that.
It's like a literal catwalk, but with dogs.
Be like, yes.
Yes.
Should we though? Now that is a family event. I'm having a hard enough time behaving right now. There's so many things that haven't been said.
Very much
like going in my head.
I'm like great behavior.
Yes, you guys have.
You guys,
now we better go.
Just please don't.
Looking at me.
Now that it's said, you jinxed it. Let's knock on some wood.
Because we're good.
Well, we're going to once again congratulate Nancy Noakes for winning the prize. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for coming on and talking about Focus and the Animal Shelter.
Oh, thank you for organizing that.
Hey,
you guys are the best.
It is a great program. I mean, the Animal Shelter is one of those programs in the community that sadly needs a lot of support from our community. It is a widely needed program. Having known you, Pam, for years and talk about the stuff that goes on in the community, putting the Pet of the Weeks in the paper and seeing all the animals that are available. Our community needs to watch out for their animals, just like they watch out for their kids. And so I think Focus does a great job of making sure that the animal shelter gets what it needs and then helps give back to the community, because if we have healthy animals, we have a healthy community. So
that's right.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for everything you do.
So if he's not being an animal control officer anymore, I can say, if you see your animal control officers, Jenna and Courtney, who's been at this for decades now, say thank you and for what they do, because they go above and beyond in cooperation with.
They really do.
Some of the stories of where they get these animals that have been abandoned or abused or neglected.
Some of the rescue stories.
They break your heart, but it's people like Courtney and Jenna that go out there and get them. Not a lot of people can do that.
Nope.
No.
You should have a cape. I'm going to make you and Courtney capes.
Yes.
Oh,
I love
Courtney definitely deserves a cape.
All right. Well, thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
And,
Thanks, everyone.
So we're going to go ahead and end this podcast. And so, again, thank you for helping us raise $2,000. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Danielle.
It's time to go.
Goodbye, friend.
Happy trails. I say, well, that's okay. Bye, everybody. Goodbye, good friends. Goodbye. And tomorrow. Don't forget to ride. Farewell. Bye for you.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. Like what we do? Share us on Facebook, Instagram, and tell all your friends to tune in. And don't forget to visit our website and show us some love at radiocolusa.com.